Welcome to Geek Flicks. Tonight we're reviewing Daredevil Episode 3, The Hollow of His Hand. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Sean.
I don't even know where to start, guys, because I love this show so much. This was a very interesting episode because it was so courtroom drama. It was like I was watching an episode of Law and Order.
I feel like Daredevil was not a good lawyer.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Daredevil's, I feel like Daredevil's kind of a hypocrite, kind of maybe needs to look at himself in the mirror a little bit before putting people's secrets out in the fucking public. Maybe should shut the fuck up a little bit.
And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because I agree. I mean, I don't think he would be disbarred for that. But like even the judge said he fucked up there. You know, you're telling me that you got to keep the white tiger out of this court, and you throw his ass right in there. But
maybe Matt Murdock knew that he was going to get executed that night. What the fuck?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Spoiler.
Put his name out there.
Yeah, I may. But I did love early on in the beginning where he was in the bathroom and that cop literally like said like I don't think you need those glasses because he thought he wasn't blind.
That was dope.
It was like nope, I am blind and I still whipped your ass. You know, similar to with the Kingpin. Remember, Kingpin like thought that he was faking his blindness.
Yeah.
So.
It was a good scene. It was a tense scene. It was like Matt Murdock. They were both like, talking shit to each other without talking shit,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like, what is this guy gonna do? He's not gonna like call
what are you
him
gonna
out.
Fight me in the fucking bathroom of the courthouse, you dummy? What are you gonna you gonna try to fight a blind guy in the bathroom of the courthouse?
I mean, does he feel like he know that he's Daredevil at this point? I don't understand.
I bet you they're going to figure it out by the end of the series. I mean, it's got to, unless this guy dies before the end of the series. Like,
I mean, remember we talked last week? We thought this dude was dead. No, he was not.
No, he didn't kill either of them, which is good. Because I was really wondering, like, how the hell is Matt going to get out of this one? Like, he just murdered 2 cops, but he didn't. So he just beat the living crap out of him. And I love. Yeah. And I love that line in the court too. He's like, "Oh, I heard you have a black eye." My dad as a boxer said, to avoid a black eye or best recipe for a black eye or something is fast hands. And I was like, "Oh shit!" In front of the jury.
Called you out in front of the judge, bro, and you can't say shit about it.
No, he did. He did call him out on some bullshit. That was some funny shit.
I thought I was a little thrown off in the very beginning of the episode when there was like a weird carjacking of like a truck and that guy with the Irish accent popped up. I was like, is that fucking I thought for a second, I was like, is that Colin Farrell? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Oh shit. He's got the beanie on. It was dark, I like
and he's rubbing his forehead.
He's got a fucking Daredevil thing.
Wait a second.
No.
Maybe a bloody costume. No good.
Yeah, I still didn't mind it.
This was a courtroom drama episode, a very heavy episode.
Well, it was very heavy. It was interesting too because his buddy brought the other dude some coke, and I'm like,
well, that guy's a piece of shit too.
Oh yeah,
that guy. That guy was gonna get murdered. Matt Murdock comes, saves his life, puts him in a safe house. Makes that he was gonna get murdered on the way to court, saves his life again. Then this fool gets to court and lies.
Yep,
garbage.
What a piece of shit.
Well, because he's a piece of shit guy. I mean, we hear that he's a dealer. He's the cops and all these cops with Punisher fucking tattoos all over their bodies. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Frank Castle's gonna come in here and murder them all. Like that's literally what's gonna happen.
Frank Castle's going to become what his new profession will be: professional tattoo removal.
Yeah,
is what he's going.
He's gonna get his big knife out and start cutting these tattoos right off their bodies.
Yeah, it's not good. That one guy's got a big ass Punisher tattoo on his neck.
I love that.
Good for you.
I love that. I love how like again that Matt Murdock ear shit. Like he can hear everything. Like I love
his sonar.
That sonar is amazing. It never played it before. Like maybe I never listened to it how he do it, but they use it really well in this one.
This series here, like they added this kind of thing. I mean, he always had it, but how they portray it here is different than the Netflix one.
Well, and yeah, now he has this little kind of almost crick he does, and like,
yeah, he's picking up on it.
Yeah,
you know, it's interesting here with this. I mean, we've seen this done in other movies, right? And even in the Punisher comics, they've done this, and where it's like they think that this logo means something that it doesn't really mean.
Just heads up, it's a shitty tattoo. Just to let you know, I just need everybody to know that that's a shitty tattoo.
Yeah, don't get a big old weird egg shape and then make
the Punisher logo in it. Yeah,
yeah.
It's not even that. The black on there rubbed out. It's so hard. Like you could just made a.
Well, it's not a real tattoo.
But in my look in my mind, that's how as a tattoo artist, what I was. I would have never did a tattoo like that. It bothers me. It just
you can fade it out. You fade it out.
Yeah, man. Like not even that. It just should have been an outline, dog. Like it's simple. It would have been so much classier. Terrible. Anyway, I'm sorry. I get a tattoo critique, but good.
That's right. I mean, I like how they his whole case got blown out of the water here, and I mean, this whole episode is really about this case. I mean, and then him outing him as White Tiger, which was crazy. Pulls the mask out in the middle of court, and then he talks about the magic medallion, like it's nothing.
The magic medallion that gives him powers and strength and all. I'm like, God damn, would you stop?
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, like you want to give him his fucking social security number while you're at it? Fuck.
He sold him up a fucking river, dog.
Here, look, here's his address. This is where he worked. This is where he went to school. Like this is his
parents. But I did also when they did bring that up, how Matt dug in and found all those witness statements, all those police statements that the White Tiger is a hero. You know what I mean? But so I like that because to me this is like an episode where he was really fighting for himself, right?
Yeah.
This is him fighting for the Daredevil as much as he was trying to get it up.
In doing so, he sacrifices somebody, and it's not a good look for Matt.
No,
it doesn't portray him very good to me. I'm like, dude.
No, and I'm very curious how he's going to take it in the next episode because he
outed this to keep him out of prison. Like, just no, like. Because he did this because he was going to lose. He didn't want to lose the case. Like, let him go to you get him out of prison. Like what are you talking about? Like what?
Well, in prison he was getting beat up every day. That's why he was, every day that
was
he waited
alive.
Barely.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. to the actor who is passed in real life. It's kind of sad.
I mean, it's kind of
sad. It's sad that his last scene is being shot in the head.
I know. Like, what the fuck?
Like, damn, the suit wasn't bulletproof at all. Like,
although, how'd you feel about the little Easter egg of Officer Morales?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that is a common name, yeah. I mean, I did like what I did like here was that
everything means something.
When it's true, when they showed his wife, and you see his niece next to there, because his niece, if it's Angelica becomes the White Tiger. There's multiple. Ava becomes the White Tiger, so I don't know if they're gonna make her an amalgamation of that, or if they're gonna bring back the White Tiger. But like, they could, like I don't know if it's gonna be in Daredevil or if it's gonna be. But there isn't, a female White Tiger.
Did you see that in something we missed? Well, I just saw this last week from episode 1 was the address on the wall.
Yeah, when they Foggy fakes his death. I actually had
Foggy fakes his death. That was the address on the wall. Jones 468, and that's the address where Foggy fakes his death. Guess how? Faking a bullet shot.
I know. It's. I should have known that too because I have that damn issue.
And he's coming back in season 2. They said, "Ooh," I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of shitty. You know what I mean? Like Matt's going through hell right now. Like this the reason why Matt's like this right now is because he doesn't have Foggy. I mean, like he's working for a big time firm. He's He's up in the world, dressing in nice suits and shit, doing, he picked this case up, but this is not what he normally does. And I don't know. I think if they bring back Foggy, I think it was just a nice Easter egg. I don't think they're bringing back Foggy as being alive. But I mean, I guess they could. I mean, they could.
But I'm pretty sure they had a funeral for him and everything. I would imagine anything we get from him in season 2 would be flashbacks. Don't play a weird oh, he hit his body and you buried a fucking dummy and now.
But there was a funeral. There was a card in the funeral card that he carries with him. He died, dog. I assume he died. I think he's gonna come back as a force ghost in his mind of him telling him, "Hey, why? I bet I'm 100." Steve, come on, you already know what's gonna happen. You might as well don't avoid it. It's happening, bro.
Steve doesn't want it. Steve doesn't want the force ghost.
I get it. I don't want it either, but it's gonna happen, bro. Sorry to tell you.
Or it's just gonna be flashback episodes.
Flashback
of things that we didn't see, because it's been 7 years since
lessons learned off screen.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Especially because you got to bring back Karen. I'm really curious when they're gonna start the Muse stuff, because that's gonna be brutal. Muse is a crazy murderous serial killer. So and we haven't seen a lot of dead bodies show up. So something's going to start happening pretty damn quick.
Yeah, they're definitely going to kill off. I'm assuming they're going to kill off the girlfriend.
You think so?
She's not long for this world. No,
I don't know.
Matt has something a little. Matt Murdock has something nice.
Well, of course, I know. I agree with that. Matt,
what are you crazy? No,
Matt's almost as big of a loser as Peter Parker. You know what I mean? They never win. They'll get their one moment for an hour, and then all of a sudden everything goes to shit.
Matt Murdock he can't have something nice. So.
No, he doesn't let himself have anything nice either. So, but I did after they won the case, they toasted just like him and Foggy would have after winning the case. I like that. That's why I don't want them to bring back Foggy. It's you can't.
Do you just want him to be alive? Just walking?
No, I want him. I want Foggy to be dead. That's what I'm saying. You can't bring him back alive.
Yeah.
You gave the tease, the little Easter egg, and they do that a lot in all the movies. They drop Easter eggs and you think about it, but it doesn't always come to fruition.
It's true. It was a nice touch, though. It was a nice touch.
Don't bring it back. I mean, it's just, I don't know, because Karen dies in the books too. I know. She doesn't fake her own death, so maybe that they flip it. Karen comes back and becomes the moral compass he needs, because right now he's lost. You see him, that one scene too when he walked in the empty courtroom, sitting there with the horn in his hand. I love that. Thought that was a really good scene, because it's just him there. He doesn't go to church anymore. He doesn't do that kind of stuff. And the court and justice is failing him as well. Church has failed him. Justice is failing him. Everything is failing him.
This scene's very, reminiscent of him being in church, talking to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The lighting and everything.
Yeah.
He's got the white collar on his jacket that looks almost like it's a confessional booth. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. I mean, White Tiger did some cool shit. He pulled people from fires. He helped people out. He was definitely a fucking hero, dog.
He was definitely a street level hero, and I loved it. Yeah, I mean, it's sad.
But then the other lawyer, the prosecutor, gave a pretty crazy fucking closing statement. He was like, "You know what happens when you get hit by a train?" I was like, "I don't. I'm assuming you go splat." But then he informed me that, "Oh no,
you're still alive."
Oh yeah,
the train stops.
You don't crumple up and turn into a big
guy until they back the train up. What?
And that's when you kind of fall apart.
It's damn. All right. That's pretty brutal.
I'm pretty sure he just kind of went eviscerated, but it was a nice, colorful picture you painted. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And then,
he's here. He's hearing all the different things he's got to go to save, and then all of a sudden, just a guy pops out of the shadows with a damn Punisher vest on.
I don't understand how he was not able to understand that, he was going to get killed with that fucking.
Well, that's the thing too. Matt told him when they were having that confessional, you cannot be the White Tiger anymore. You can't because you're going to have a mark on you.
Yeah, and you're in a giant white suit in the middle of the night. Like they're gunning for you now. Like now, a cop is dead. You got off. Nobody's going to jail for it. They will kill you.
Yeah,
you can't wear the suit. And it was a nice touch. It's definitely not Frank Castle.
We all know
Frank Castle is going to be very upset that people are getting killed with his symbol being worn.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fucking pissed, dog. It's gonna interrupt a fucking beast, dog.
Well, I mean, remember, like, too, like when when we first were introduced to him and Matt, when they were talking about it, I do wonder if it's gonna be Frank that's gonna kind of bring him back around, because he said
Frank
like with
Castle
one bad day,
moral compass.
it might be right, because like he even told him like it's your one bad day for turning into me, because you're almost there. You have your no kill, but he almost broke that with Bullseye through.
Listen, Bullseye survived through some miracle of God. He landed on his face, falling three,
and he wasn't even just like pushed. He was like forced down. Like I rewatched episode 1 and like seeing him just go like this and like slam him down like he was a basketball dunking him on the sidewalk. Like
slapped that thing like a slab of meat.
Yeah. So I do wonder if Punisher is going to actually bring him back around and say like, Matt, you don't want this.
And again, those cops at the end of the episode too, like I thought for sure they were dead. If somebody hits me like that and I land like that, like on my face, I'm gonna die. And if I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna be permanently paralyzed. I'm not gonna have a black eye.
Exactly.
I'm fucked up.
I'm gonna be like, just pull the plug, because I'm not gonna survive.
My whole body just bent in half awkwardly, and I landed on my face. There's just.
But I'm going back to what I said before. Like Matt's not putting the suit on until the last 2 episodes of the season, because how they're releasing these is kind of like in story arcs. Because next week it's going to be 2 episodes, and I'm guaranteeing those are Punisher episodes. Those are going to be the ones with Frank dealing with these cops, and then he's not going to get back.
So we're getting 2 episodes next week.
We're getting 2 episodes.
See, I like this. Okay, I don't like the 1 episode a week things. I like if you're going to be like, okay, this episode, we're going to give it to you. It's a courtroom drama. It doesn't really match up with the action and the kind of setup of the first 2, and it doesn't really kind of connect to the 2 Punishers. We're going to give you that by itself. But I like the 2, sometimes 3 episodes at once, dropping, maybe not all the whole season, but you get enough to really chew on.
Yeah. And I do wonder at this point too, what's going to bring Fisk back around to being the Kingpin? Because technically his wife is still running this damn empire. Like his wife went and made these dudes pay each other off for that hijacking. And Fisk was like, no, man, they're dogs. Let them kill themselves. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I am mayor. So what's going to bring him around to being the Kingpin? And my prediction is that Muse is going to kill Vanessa.
Ooh.
By the end of this season, Muse, and you're going to see the Kingpin show back up.
I think Vanessa needs to die for the Kingpin to be the Kingpin again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has to.
She has too much power over him.
Agreed.
She's calling
shots. He's going to kill her. I think he's going to kill her. That's just me.
You think Kingpin's going to do it?
Yeah.
Ooh. And it's going to be the thing that puts him over. He's going to have to. She's going to make a call. She paid somebody $1.8 million in this episode, and he is not a call.
She didn't pay him. She told the other guy he owes him.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But she's making moves.
She is,
and Wilson can't have that.
Yep,
Wilson's got to make moves.
I think he's going to kill her. That's just me.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What if he uses that for sympathy to the public?
Oh, of course. That's definitely a thing too.
It was a vigilante that did it.
A vigilante killed my. Yeah, I can see that.
Daredevil, call it out.
Shit, especially if he's back in the suit. Remember, he said if you go back in the suit, I'm coming after you.
Yep.
He's in a Siemens suit. He's gonna kill Vanessa and blame it on Daredevil.
Shit. Yeah. And then these cops are gonna know he's Daredevil because they saw him fighting.
Wilson knows.
Well, Wilson
all
knows.
Wilson has to do is
say start leaking it. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy that he hasn't, but he hasn't because he's not Daredevil anymore. But as soon as he puts that suit back on, he's gonna leak it.
And that's the cliffhanger to season 2.
Damn it! That means he's not gonna put the suit on until you're right. The last 2 episodes.
I think the last 2 episodes when he's fighting Muse. Yeah. Well, remember in season 3, he didn't have the damn episode. He didn't have his suit on for a while in that one too.
Or season 1.
Or season, yeah. Well, season 1. I mean, but season 1 he had the black suit on, so I mean he was still out there.
I could go for some black suit Daredevil again. I could go for some headscarf Daredevil. Remember that? That was awesome in the Defenders when he didn't have a mask, so he grabbed the Jessica Jones scarf and wrapped it around his face and started fucking throwing hands. It's like, this is awesome. So good.
I really hope the Defenders come back.
Rumor is they're filming season 2 pieces right now
with the new Iron Fist, though. I swear to God, they use that same Iron Fist. I'm gonna be pissed.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Danny Rand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he gets killed.
He comes in, hey guys.
No, because we haven't gotten a fucking hero for hire yet, dog. We really haven't gotten a real.
Yeah, but maybe we get a different Iron Fist. I mean, they've changed him in the comics. I don't think is it still Danny Rand in the comics? I don't think so. Last time I saw, I mean, it's been a while since I picked up an Iron Fist book, but last I saw was a different dude.
I don't know. It's a lot of faith, you know. We're 3 episodes in to the Disney run of Netflix's Daredevil, and so far so good. So far so good. But even Daredevil on Netflix had some.
So far so great.
You know,
and it's going to when you tell these long form stories, right? It's not going to be perfect throughout. But you're right. I mean, so far the brutality is up.
Yeah.
Even this episode, it was a courtroom drama until the very end when a guy gets shot in the point blank range in the head.
But you know what we didn't mention is just like it was a courtroom drama, but once again, it was an acting clinic by everyone on screen.
Oh yeah, it was.
Everybody crushed it. It was just really well done all around the board.
So good. So all right, well there you go. I mean, Daredevil Born Again, episode 3, fantastic hero for me so far. Yeah. 3 episodes, 3 heroes, and we'll see what next week brings. If it's the Punisher arc, I'm excited because we saw some of that in the trailers, and man, it's gonna be good. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support. Please follow us. Please join us live on Saturday nights. Please join us live on Wednesdays for Star Geeks. And please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Doesn't cost you anything. But if you do want to support us also on Patreon, you can go on Patreon. And, you know, if you donate to a certain level, we can review a movie you want to see that you want us to talk about. I mean, we reviewed RRR. We've reviewed was it Hellboy?
Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Blue-Eyed Samurai, you know, for Patreon subscribers. We've done things with our patrons joining us. So please.
The Eternals. That was a Patreon.
That was a Patreon as well. I was forced finally to watch.
Somebody had to pay for you, Marvel Fan Ultimate, to watch The Eternals.
Yep. I kind of avoided that one for a while.
It's an indictment on you, sir.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steve. And until next time, everybody, keep it geeky.